Hey, Robbie, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, I'm here, man. We're all awake. Just got through, and Ray Kelly had a great show. We got DeMarco with us tonight.
What's
Hello,
up,
everybody.
DeMarco? What's going on,
Hey,
buddy?
yeah.
It's good to see you, man.
Likewise, sir. It's been a while since we've been on together, probably a year or two. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I tell you what, I think most of the time we hang out over at Rodney's place, you know,
yeah, yeah. Good morning.
and having some coffee in the morning with the boys. Yeah, man. So what's new in your end, guys? What's going on, Robbie? What's happening,
Halloween is
DeMarco?
over. Halloween is over.
we had
Sure.
We had a 500% increase in Halloweeners. We
Yeah.
got five of them. Last year we had zero.
Oh, why do you think? Why do you think so
Our
little?
neighborhood is matured,
Okay.
and so everybody, like in my cul-de-sac, 90% are retired.
Okay. Okay.
So a bunch of old guys washing their cars every day.
Okay. I like that. I like
So
that.
Al, you got a lot of people this year, Al, or no?
No, we got five people, which was a
Five people.
500% increase.
Well, I'll tell you something really funny. Now, I used to live in Wyndham, which is an area just past where Al lives now, where my sister lives, and it's kind of an uppity area. Everybody would bring their kids to the area that I lived. And of course, I
Drop
didn't
them
live
off.
in the rich area. It was across the street, a road over, but we were kind of included. So, man, we would get people that we know live downtown Nashville. They'd come in our neighborhood because they knew they were going to get good candy. So it got
Yeah,
expensive where I lived before. It really did.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, ours is. Yeah, we had some drop offs too, but I don't mind. Hey, come on, they're kids.
yeah.
Last
I
year
mean,
was sort of quiet, but this year they were all out though. So we went through three big bags of those
oh,
190
great.
candies, and I mean, at first I was giving like three or four at a time, and then I started giving them two, and then I started giving them one, and we made it. So
Yeah, otherwise we get fat because we have to eat it all.
No, we would when me and my brother were young, we'd always go to the houses. We know because you'd get those people that would get like the big Snickers bar, and then we'd hit the teacher's house. They'd have pencils, erasers. But then as time came on, it was kind of like the people were giving away apples and stuff, and then they were like, "Do not eat anything. Bring all the
yeah.
candy over to the hospital. They will X-ray it for you before you do it." I don't know what the issue there was. That's the only thing the hospital's ever done to me that they never charged me for.
Well, it's funny you said it because I was a kid. I mean, I was a kid like when that all started. So in the '80s, someone had put us, I don't know, blade in something, and don't eat this, don't eat this. And we actually had a neighbor that we all knew, and she would give away caramel apples, taffy apples. We would run to her
Ooh,
house.
ooh,
Yeah.
I'd hang out there
I
too,
remember
man.
my dad not knowing that. He was like, "Don't eat that." We said, "No, that's Mr. Such and Such." And okay, eat it then. And we would all just run there first, and we would get to her house, and there was a line in front of her door to get signed up
Yeah.
to get the apples.
Yeah, we didn't really have to worry about. My mom and dad would always say, "The son don't eat the apples." I was like, "Hell, I don't want no apples. I want them Snickers bars. I
Oh
don't care.
yeah.
I'm not going to eat nothing healthy. I want the sugar." Let's see who we got in here in the
I think got some good
chat here.
folks in here. Yeah,
I
we
see
got some
QC
good ones.
guy. Let me start at the top. I see TJ. What's going on, buddy? I see any journalist. Barry. Who else we got in here? We got Recovery One Drone. We got Maddie. Here's who else we got in here. Let me go down through here. Got Ray Kelly. Good show, Ray.
We
Got
got
Clayson here.
troublemaker Johnny.
Yeah.
Drone flyers here.
Oh, yeah. We got Coast to Coast Drones. And who else we got? Oh, we got John Bonifant. Hey, John. Yeah, John started coming, joining us, I think a couple of weeks ago, maybe even longer, but thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. It's
Yeah,
always
good.
nice to see more people coming and supporting in the area. Who else we got? We got Jackrabbit FPV, got Greg Pittman, got Okie Tom. Okay, we'll go through here and get everybody else that comes in there. There's Rob,
Mhm.
Third Eye View. Look, I want to say something. I think this is like our 12th or 13th live stream that we've had.
Mhm.
And when we're picking people in and trying to pick subjects, of course, we want to pick stuff that are things that are like in today's news. Sometimes since there are so many live streams out today, we have to recycle a lot of this news, and we have to do stuff. But one thing that I've noticed, it seems like a lot of people with live streams, I do try to reach out of our live stream sometime and get people that might be in different circles to bring in some news, so we're not recycling the same thing. But the heart of our channel is you guys. And even though you come up for the show and you think, hey, I just want to watch it a little while, show my support, it means more to us than you think it does. Because without you guys, we wouldn't even have a show. So, never think that we don't want you guys on. We will eventually have on as many of you guys as we can that want to be on the show with us, because, you're part of our show. You're what actually builds us. So I just wanted to take the time to say thank you, because, this is an hour of our time that we have to put together and make a plan to have a show. We got to get a guest on, talk with a guest, and it's a lot for us to do. So we just want you to know that your time is important to us, just like you're giving to us, and we really appreciate it. And with that, I'll keep my mouth shut and I'm getting mushy on you.
No, that's quite fine. So a lot of deals are going on, obviously. I mean, what's been catching your eyes, DeMarcin? I mean, what's on drone news? What's been kind of jumping out at you that you want to chat about?
There's a drone that's coming out this week that's supposed to be an average drone at best. So, no, I mean, that's the big drone news. Not just the drone news, though, but the Action 2 came out, and watching all the videos on that, though. I'm not planning to get one, though, but it's still fun to watch all the videos. Though. I'll probably get one day, just not now. So.
Yeah, I'm going to start selling stuff, so if I get accumulated war chest large enough, I'll go ahead and get one. But yeah, I just don't see me just pulling $2,000 out of my pocket just to get it.
Yeah, that's the hard thing to swallow on that, though, is like $2,000 for just the basic version. I mean, it's great and everything, but I don't need that for me,
You know what? Everybody's going to freak out when this drone starts up and it says, welcome. It's going to have like Alexa built into it. Hey, man, where y'all want to fly? Where y'all want to fly today? It's going to be like the co-host drone. Where you want to fly? What do you want me to do? And we're going to be like, damn, we got to have that drone.
Well, it's going to be great. I mean, it's not, then they didn't wait 3 years to put out something that's going to be average. So.
I tell you, when I got my Air 2, I was really impressed with my Air 2 compared to most of the other drones that I flew, which honestly, probably 10 or 12 of the drones that I probably flew were drones that it's in Al's arsenal, because he does have a lot of drones. But the only thing I could really tell when I flew the Air 2 and flew his Pro 2, the camera, the image, I mean, obviously it was just a better drone. And the Air 2 was a good drone and handled good. When I've flown the FEMI and the other stuff, I can just tell that the DJI flies so much better. And from my aspect, I do have my Travel Tech 360 channel, and it's basically like when I go fly and do stuff. It's just showing people where I go fly, what I do, and maybe I'll talk about things for my drone that I like to buy for the drone. But as far as doing a review, so many people do the same review on the same drone, and they're comparing it with stuff. But when I got the Air 2S and flew that compared to my Air 2, it just had those extra little things that I wanted. And I just don't see what extra I would want on a drone that doesn't have for my needs. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be out making movies with it. So, it's just the price point is really good. We're talking about $2,000 for a drone. That's a lot.
That's a car.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a good trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, for the people that can afford it are just like, hey, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like you're going to buy a car and you just don't quite have enough money for the electric windows and the electric door locks. And then afterwards, it's like when you go out and buy a drone and don't buy a Flymore pack. Oh, it's okay. I'll just deal with it. And then you just got to swallow to buy those extra batteries and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really eager to see the people out there that just have the money or use it for their work or something, where they can say, okay, we bought it and guess what? We didn't know it does this, this, and this. If it would bring a super value in where I knew it would be a one drone deal where I could just buy one and it would do everything that I'd want it to do, I might consider it. But it'd have to be something where I'm using it to make money. Because otherwise, if I can't get my return in it, it just doesn't make sense to spend that much money on a drone.
Yeah. So, what would you say a return on investment would be?
The return investment would be, well, just give you an example. I know a lot of people that bought the Air 2S and have gone out and done aerial shots. And within a month or two, man, they've got like $2,000 out of that. Well, yeah, then they can take that $2,000 and invest in something else. But you'd want it to pay for what it is. In my case, I would buy it for the enjoyment of being able to go out and do stuff. Because my whole thing is, I want to go and fly in the beaches when I get back to Thailand and over places and keep that for memories. Kind of like a scrapbook, but be digital. That way I can look back and my kids can look back at my life later and say, wow, Dad was here. Look at this, look at this. And it's an important part for me in my life that I want to be able to capture some of that.
Yeah.
Agreed. I mean, a video documentary is always so much more compelling than the book documentary, in my opinion. But because you can, I don't portray more emotion, more dynamic, and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, video documentaries always catch my eyes.
Well,
how about you guys?
If you look at what's going on in the world today with everything, I mean, Al, especially with me and you, when COVID hit, man, we were going through the riots, we were going through the political issues, the Black Lives Matters issues. We were going through so much in Virginia. Me and Al were really in a bad position because we were caught in the middle of everything. So me and him were out there flying through all that stuff when it was going on. And I'm telling you that it made us realize in the world that we need to learn to work together instead of work apart. And sometimes I feel like the political view wants us not to get along, everybody in general. And that's,
agreed.
I'm not going to get in the political part because, we got the Democrats and the Republicans, but just, man, America's in trouble right now. We need to get it fixed and heal. And it makes it, that's one thing. When I go back to Thailand, when I'm out of the country, I was in Costa Rica for 9 years, and people would ask me about political stuff, and I was like, I don't even watch the news. And I was laughing because when Trump was running for president, a girl I knew, she goes, Trump's going to be your president. I was like, hey, no way. Hillary's going to kill him. And I woke up and they're like, hey, did you see your new president? I'm like, you got Trump as a president. And I thought,
who would have thought?
He's a TV guy. There ain't no way. But I had been gone out of the country so long, I didn't keep up. And they came in. I think all political guys, I would think that they'd want to do the right thing to grow their country. Not everybody agrees with everything. Not saying that I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. And anybody that knows me know what I am. But here's the difference. Who of y'all have gone out lately and had to fill your car up with gas?
Oh, man. It's crushing me. It's crushing me, man.
Man, come on. Just some of the stuff is so crazy. So
yeah, I don't know why. I never understand why when one party gets in, the gas prices goes up. What's up with that?
Well, there's different things. It could happen on either party, but right now everybody is hurting. I mean, honestly, the city I live in outside of Nashville, we have 2 restaurants that pretty much everybody goes to eat breakfast. They're both closed on Monday. Sunday, one of them said they couldn't work because there was no staff. Dude, I've been camping out for 18 months in the U.S. basically, between my sister's house, my brother's place, because I sold everything when I left the country, and I got stuck over here for 18 months. And let me tell you one thing, there's only so much Netflix, so much movies and stuff you can, dude, you just got, it's terrible. And then I can't even go out and eat at a good restaurant because nobody's open.
They fly drones.
Oh, exactly. Well, me and Al, actually, before I came down here 3 months ago, me and Al would fly at least every other day. We had good stuff to do. But when I came down here and we started doing all this, and we've really had to concentrate on the World Drone Community stuff and everything else, it's just like, it's time that we have to fix all this stuff first and get it in place so we can have this free time. But anyway, getting back to the drones, yeah, I've just been seeing so much on the Mavic 3, and tonight when I was making the thumbnail, I was like, do I even know which one to put up there? Do I know what a real image is to put on the thumbnail? So I just kind of winged it and just kind of ignored that situation and left it off because I'm really eager to see when they actually had this drone and we can get all the facts about it.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
Thursday night, correct?
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the big channels are going to get it, as usual. Flight Path will get it. You think Drone X Factor will get it, guys?
I've never seen him with something earlier. I've never seen him anyway.
Yeah, I know, but he's been making a breakthrough this year. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's actually been putting it together. So, Robbie, you want to see my latest design on the van?
I don't know.
Or I should say, the trailer?
Is it gonna look like the Yellow Submarine or what? Let's see it.
All right, I can share it with you.
If it's really bad and Al has technical difficulties and he disappears, we'll get him back on as soon as we can.
Well, let me go ahead and do a couple little touch-ups here. I was just working on a little bit to get it all straight.
Okay, DeMarco, you going to Spinup?
Oh yeah. Okay. Right when you were talking there, they just sent me the hotel booking email just came through. So
I was waiting.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting to the last moment, and I was just going to buy my ticket and fly. I've got an 86-year-old mother that y'all know. Every 5 minutes the subject starts over and she forgets. And with me being here in town with my brother, it's really a time that me and him need to fly up there and spend a little bit of time with her. And I'd like to meet all you guys and be out there. You know, I'll definitely be at the South Florida Drone Meetup because I will fly back in the country. I'll be home by then. And I planned on sometime during December heading home. So I'm just trying to get all my stuff done here. But, you know, working with the website, trying to get the trailer built. For those of you that don't know, we purchased a trailer for World Drone Community. We're going to deck it out inside where we can, you know, if anybody has an event and they're going to an event, and you want to use the trailer, we'll let you use the trailer. It's loaded inside where you can put your merchandise. It's got Wi-Fi, television for you guys to do live streams on, and computers. And we just bought it to donate to you guys. So if any of y'all want to use it, we are going to have the outside of it designed with World Drone Community. And we want to include all of you guys' logos that support us or your channel names on, you know, actually on the trailer, and be able to have everybody use that when we go, because you know, the big thing is when we go to these meets, you know, people that have shirts and products, they're in the back of their truck, they're flying, you know, they'll set them up at a table. Somebody's got to stay at the table to make sure they don't vanish. By having the trailer there, we can open up the front of the trailer and someone can be in the trailer. We're going to set up maybe a soda machine, a water machine inside, so y'all can come to the trailer and get drinks. We'll have some shirts and hats and some other merchandise, but we want you guys that have your own stuff that you want to sell to feel free to sell it out of the trailer at the same time. And, you know, we just thought we wanted to invest something that we could use. That way, if you're going to an event, need to be there for 2 or 3 days, you're not having to go through the expense of actually having a hotel. The trailer's set up for 2. So you can sleep, camp, air, heat. It's got everything in it. And it's going to be a pretty nice setup. I'm fixing to look at Al's design here and see what we got. I'm going to share this, Al.
So
idea that we got.
You are bringing that to Spinup, or you're not bringing that to Spinup?
No, it's not going to be ready. I'm trying to have everything ready in time for the South Florida meet, and I want to bring it there. And then on the inside, you know, we want to have it set up. These are just some ideas that we were having because me and Al wanted to put our 2 logos on there for our channels, but along with that, we want to include everybody else in with our design. So we're just kind of getting some ideas for artwork on what we want to use. And
yeah, so this will be the driver's side, and it'll have at the corner there, it'll have your Travel Tech 360, and of course the Robbie Gray Travel Tech, if you subscribe, will flow along the flag. And then this is going to be the sponsor area in the back. Oh, you're going to love this one. How do you like this one, Robbie?
Oh my God. Well, here's what I'm thinking. What we should do is we should cut a spot out by that drone and put a monitor in there and just play videos 24/7 all the time.
Yeah, we could do that easily. So that's what I gotten so far. Hopefully it'll get better, and then we can finalize something.
Yeah, you guys please help. Send in some designs to give Al some help here.
I'm headed in the right track. I just need some more clarity.
Yeah, we're playing. I know that when we wrap it, we're going to have to pull it into a big building that's warm because it's starting to get too cold to put the wrap on the outside of it.
Yeah.
So then they've got an acid that they clean the outside of the aluminum with before we actually put it on. So we're trying to get the design ready, and the same machines that we use to make the vinyl for our shirts, they're industrial machines. We're actually going to make the wrap to go on the outside of the trailer.
QC guy.
Excuse me. Got the itchies.
So anyway, so Al, you're going down with Brad to Spinup.
Yeah, I'll be down there with Brad. We're going to be stopping at Dennis Lovely Lady, I think is his last name. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. He's going to kill me.
Which is how far from you guys?
Well, he's in 8 hours away in Marietta, Georgia, which is just outside Atlanta.
Bill. Nice to see you there.
Yeah, just outside. I guess that's just outside Georgia, Atlanta, actually. Sorry.
It's Love Lady.
Love Lady, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so we were going to stay in Chattanooga, Tennessee at the Marriott downtown, but Brad got word that Dennis was going to host us, so I'm not turning down a good host, you know what I mean? Good hosts are hard to find. So, thank you, Dennis. Appreciate you doing that for us a lot. So,
guys, we're gonna the next couple of live streams that we have, we're gonna start getting in some more moderators in here to help us with the channel. We haven't really had the issues, but I want to at least get you guys in because y'all are regular guys. Most of y'all need to be moderators anyway, so we'll be adding you. And let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna add Maddie because Maddie might block me. We were joking because QC had one, and I've got an alias that I use that I play with QC, and it's called Drone Lamp Enthusiast, and my logo was his drone lamp, and he was looking in there. So we were joking because I was on last week, and Chris said, "Maddie, block him." Well, instead of blocking that one, he blocked my World Drone Community, and I couldn't communicate through the whole damn stream.
Oh Lord, help us!
Nah, Maddie, we'd never block you, buddy.
Yeah, he's a riot.
The Spinup sounds like it's going to be good. I'm wondering how many people are going to go. Now, did they have this last year, DeMarco?
So this is
virtual.
This is from what I know of it, this is the 4th year. So they had one that I did not go to. I went to the second one. Last year it was online, so there was no meeting there.
Yeah.
And then this is the 4th year.
The people in the chat, who went last year? Because I guess what I want to know is when I went to Minefield, man, it was like I think I saw 3 or 4 GPS drones, and it was all FPV. There was just really nobody else there. How was last year's Spinup? As far as how many people did y'all see, and then were there a lot of GPS drones, or was it mainly FPV like Minefield was?
Well, no, just like I said, last year they didn't have it. They didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
They had something called, I believe, that if I'm right, Chad, let me know. It was called Spin Down, and it was in Denver.
Okay.
And, it was in Colorado, and Sean Oz helped put it on or put it on though. But the Spinup last year was virtual. Excuse me. Yes.
Yeah, that's what Third Eye View said. It was a virtual last year.
But the second year that I was there, a couple of people flew like they flew Mavics during the show. So like we all went outside for like a little break, and I remember looking up and there was 3 Mavics in the air, and then the gentleman who had the pistol controller. What was that controller name? Oh, God, no. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the wand.
Yeah. He had his up, and I think he had a Phantom 4 maybe, and he was flying that. But most of the flying happened the day after Spinup though, and I went home because I got sick though, so I left early. But the day after Spinup, that's when most of the people flew. And from what I remember people talking about, there were a whole bunch of FPVs and a whole bunch of Mavics in the air, and that's when Ken Dono looked at the wrong Mavic and threw his into a wall or a fence or something. So
hey, I've done that with Al. One time I was flying and I said, Al, why is my drone flying left? It's going the wrong way. Because,
FC
Robbie,
Aviator.
you're looking at my drone. Because we had the same, you remember, we had the same drone.
Oh, yeah, it's so easy to do. I mean, there's a bunch of guys. It's an Irish photographer. I mean, he has probably 200,000 subscribers. And his, like, first camera guy ended up flying the Mavic 2. And there was another person that flew the Mavic 2, and he was flying it thinking that it was acting a certain way, but he was watching the wrong drone. So he crashed it into the cliffs and it went into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Man. Bad luck there.
Well, when I had my Phantom 3 for my short period of a month and a half that I bought off Facebook Marketplace to see how it flew, had a problem with the controller on the left side, and when you would pull it down, it would stick. And I thought it was like, I didn't pay attention to it. So when I pulled down on it and looked away, here it is going straight for the ground, and I caught it just in time by flipping it up. So I did sell that into the new owner. I hope you enjoy it. You were notified that it had that issue.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. It was good to see everybody. In fact, it's funny now because there were people who I saw there that I did not know. So
Yeah.
like I saw Brad Austin there, but I didn't know him, so I didn't, talk to him. But like now I know him.
Well, it's funny because a lot of it's like, honestly, DeMarco, I didn't know what your symbol was in chat. And I mean, I've seen you forever in there, but until today, I knew you and we talked.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, that's who that was. So sometimes when I look through these people, and then I realize who they are, I'm like, hey, I know that person. So it's kind of neat to see that the people are popping in and out and different stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
With me, I mean, I'm what I would say that like I'm a good example of the hobby. There's certain parts of the hobby that I've yet to really touch it though. So as far as YouTube and having a symbol and changing my name and putting up videos, that's a part that I haven't gotten to yet. Even like another example would be like with the Mavic 2 I had. I probably learned maybe 35-40% of that app. There were things in that app that I never touched.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't want to, but I just never progressed long enough. But the longer that you are in the hobby, than I'm in the hobby, I will get there. So
yeah, it's funny though because a lot of people, I mean, on the Air 2S, I was having issues because I noticed it was really quick going all directions, but turning left and turning right were really slow. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to Maddie one day, and Maddie's like, Robbie, you can control the speed in the software. I had no idea because I pretty much use the software standard. Now, in Al's case, it's different because I'm not the camera guy. When Al was teaching me, he's like, you open the camera and do this, like, Al, I got to learn to fly it first. So I don't know that much on some of the camera ends, but with the master shots on this one, it makes it easy because if I want to do a couple of those, it'll do me, do for me. It makes it pretty neat, but I'm happy with my drone. I'm happy with this particular drone. I like to have like 2 or 3 different ones for 2 or 3 different things. I don't think it's not as quick to throw up as the Mini and the Mini 2. They're just quicker to get up in the air and get going. Yeah. But you just don't have the speed that the Air 2S has, being a bigger drone. So
that's one thing about the Xeno. The original Xeno was nice when they first originally shipped it that December of 2018. That thing came in one flight mode, and that was sports mode. Oh, yeah. Nobody knew it was in sports mode. Okay, and it freaking flew around like a crazy horse, man, like a horsefly.
Mine actually came in though, so I got mine in late November, and I didn't fly it till almost January. I don't know.
Was it November when they came in 2018? I thought it was December for some reason. It was the November, right? Yeah, I remember freezing doing the reviews. That's for sure. I was at Bryan Park at soccer fields doing reviews, and I'm like, man, it's freaking cold out here.
I think I was with you, Al.
That was a little bit. No, you came in the year in 2019.
Yeah, because we did the one where we strapped the beacon to the top of one of your drones and let the Skydio follow it.
Yeah, that was a Mavic 2 Pro. Yeah, but yeah, the Xeno was 2018, and that really put a lot of channels on the map. Marcus's, Ron's channel, and QC guy was going full board on it. Of course, being Hubson back then, he was like QC was it QC support and something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You remember the channel was a little different name. Chris, what was the name of your channel back then in 2018?
Guys, I want to share with you what we're going to do at World Drone Community. Eventually, we will eventually have the auctions on the World Drone Community, but we're going to do it from the website through a live stream later. And since the website is not 100% done yet, we're gonna trade off, and we're gonna do 2 weeks on travel tech, and then, well, let me rephrase that. We're gonna do the first one on travel tech, and then 2 weeks we're gonna do it on QC Guy's channel, and then we'll eventually bring it over to the World Drone Community website. So it kind of worked out good. Me and Al already have the World Drone Community going, but since QC Guy does a lot of the repairs for people already, at least the people that are in the crowds, it made it good because I really lack the experience about some of the other drones that aren't DJI that I don't know about. And since he had already been taking them apart and everything else, it made it a good match for me to be able to bring him in to say, answer the technical questions that I probably can't answer for the people. So that's why I did that. But that'll be part of the website. So I'm going to share with you guys, for any of you guys that are wanting to sell anything drone wise, I'm going to share what we've got with the website here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Share my screen. Here it is. So this is where the website will be if you guys go to it. It's worlddronecommunity.com, and you can mark it. The website is not totally up. What I basically did was take the page where you can upload your images and get ready for the auction, and I put it on the front part of the page of the website. So if you guys are clicking stuff or searching saying the website's not working, we're not totally done, but I at least wanted to go ahead and put it here. So what you'll do is you'll go to the front of the website and you'll scroll down, and in here it'll give some basic information of what you're selling, what's new, and you'll be able to select from here and pick whether it's a GPS drone, FPV. So you pick your product, and then from that you can upload 10 images, and then you can put your description here, and then you can put what your bottom sales price is and submit that. When that comes to us, when it actually comes to us, let me stop sharing, and we get that information, we take that information, and when the auction starts, we'll basically pull up dimensions and pictures of the drone, and then we'll just take bids on the drone from the people in the chat. Once we're done, the people, if it does get sold, it meets that minimum requirement, we'll let the people know, hey, you want it. And from that point, we'll want you just basically to email into us. And then with that, we're going to put you in touch with the buyer of it. And you and the buyer can work out the money end. This is something that there's no money that's crossing hands between us. We're just like connecting you guys because, if you look at what some of the new drones cost, like Al said, he needs to sell drones. We need to try to buy from each other because there's a lot of us that want some of each other's drones. I mean, I bought 2 so far from Third Eye View. I bought my Air 2S from him. I bought the Mini 2 from him. I mean, I could have gone out and bought brand new, but, we know each other. So we're going to know if we've crashed it. Some of you in here would probably crash it and sell it to us and never say. I'm not saying who. That's a joke. But the point is, try to help each other and buy that stuff. And that way the people that want to buy the new drones can do that. So I'm really excited to see. I like that. Akarasho says $1. I'm not sure what that'll get you, but we'll wait and see. So we're going to have our first live stream on November 9th. I think it's November 9th. You have to look on the website and see, or November 12th. So, excuse me, November 12th, Friday night. Sorry, it's bad. 9:30 Central Time. So it'll be right after Fly Zone Drones show. So you guys come and check out and see. You never know. We might have like a really nice drone on there that we sell for like $50. Not saying we will. Not saying that we run, but there might be one there. So you guys come and check it out. see what's there. Dude, everybody's selling stuff. I mean, just like everybody's selling stuff right now. So that's why we wanted to get this page on the website going. So you guys can go to worlddronecommunity.com, fill out the information, open it up. And then when you do that, it'll tell you on what date and show it's going to be at.
All right. So you're giving us a good teaser. So what kind of drones have you been seeing on the list so far?
So far, I've seen a bunch of Hubsons. They say they might just give them free because nobody's wanting to buy them right now. I'm just kidding. We have some. We've got about. I think we've had 18 people upload pictures of. I think we had some action cams. It's mainly drones, some Fly More packs, some minis, some Hubsons. Just really a variety of stuff. So I'm hoping by the time the 12th gets around that we've got a pretty good selection. So we'll do probably half the live stream talking about Spinup, how everything went. And then after that, we'll go into the auction. And, I'm really eager to do it just to see, because some of the stuff that came in was priced good. So, before you go out and buy a drone that may not be brand new, you want to definitely come to this auction.
Any SEMAs or JJRC drones?
Say again, Marco.
I said any SEMAs or JJRC drones?
I haven't seen everything, but me and QC guy both are getting the information. So there could be some stuff in there. I'm not really sure of everything, but I'll say this: there are a couple surprises in there.
Oh,
and I think people are going to be surprised what they actually see in the auction, and especially some of the prices. Because some of the prices where people send some stuff in, I was shocked. Some of the stuff's pretty low, to the point of you may not want to buy that drone, but because of the price, you might be enticed to buy it just to have it, to test it out. That low on some of them.
Yeah. I recently saw a Mavic Air for sale on not Craigslist, Marketplace, and the guy was selling it for $850, a Flymore kit.
Oh wow,
dude! Nobody buy that. No one's buying that for $850. I sold mine for $480, and that was a year and a half ago. So I mean, unless someone wants that nostalgia to have one, they are nice drones. But
yeah,
$850 for a original Mavic Air is a really high.
So QC has been making fun of me here, and I can't figure out why, because I can't read fast enough.
Oh, he said Al called him DeMarkin, not DeMarco. Don't worry. Hey, I've been called a lot worse.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Mark, I have to laugh at myself. My apologies, DeMarcos. DeMarco.
That's why we put names below us so people know. Somebody asked me, they said, "We see Robbie, what is WDC? Is it like a disease?" I was like, "No, it's World Drone Community."
Hey, Marcus, no pun intended, man. Sorry, buddy. You too, DeMarco. Oh, man. A little bit more vino, por favor.
Yeah, that's good.
I need another cocktail.
Says right.
All right, so
what? Try to tell me your sell me your Baby Hawk 2 HD third eye view.
How about that one nice snake you could sell?
Well, hey, Robbie.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, I mean this group of guys and women, excuse me, if you're out there, would make a good group to swap drones too.
Yeah.
Swap. Yeah. Hey man, send me this, send me that, send me this, send me that.
That's right. I started thinking that, there's 7 days in a week. So if we can find 7 people and pitch in and buy this Mavic 3, we can all play with it.
Well, I tell you what, don't let Al get it first. You're getting the last.
Exactly. I tell you though, it's kind of neat. And like I said before, I really appreciate everybody that comes in these live streams and we all support each other. And, I guess I'm the most guilty because I do try to go to all the people's live streams, but sometimes I work so late at night that I can't get to Johnny's Drones and Coffee. And I like it because there's certain things that you learn and when you're learning about all these people. And I'm going to say a couple things. When Johnny comes on, it's great because he's like, who wants to come on the show? And everybody goes in drones and coffee. The most I'm impressed with, though, out of all this, if you've ever seen anybody multitask, you've got to see Uncle Bill. Because let me tell you, Bill will be driving the car doing a live stream. I'm waiting for the day that he's like, hold on, there's a policeman behind me. The policeman comes up and says, hey, is this you on this live stream? I'm serious. Dude can multitask like nothing you've ever seen. And
Uncle Bill.
And another thing, he has the best green screen backdrop for a month. I saw his Harley in the driveway with the back, and I was like, "Yeah, what time zone you on?" And he's like, "Robbie, it's a green screen." I couldn't tell. It was that good.
Yeah.
Hey, can you highlight Drone Views Media? Laugh out loud. The damn Gorilla Glue could hold the gorilla. That was funny as heck.
Hey,
what happened, dude?
Hey, let me tell you though, Al, tell him about the stuff that you made to put the arm back on the Feeny, that powder, and how you do that.
The super glue hack, man. I own about a gallon of super glue, and all you do is you put the super glue on your joint, and then you sprinkle your baking soda in it, and it's like adding sand and gravel to cement. So cement is not very good, right? But concrete is very strong. It's the same mixture. If you add the right percentage of sand and gravel to cement, you end up with concrete. So it's the same thing, super glue and baking soda. And it's sandable and paintable. And it sets up in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was impressed. It really is strong.
You remember Jackie? She platypus. She wrecked platypus, and she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, super glue the thing. It's like, it won't stick. Yeah, put baking soda on. And she goes, oh, it worked.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's for us right now, and everybody that's in the live stream, it's kind of funny because it's like we're getting ready for Christmas and we're going to take our break. So a lot of you guys are going to be going to Spinup, and you're going to be here and there. So, everybody's anticipating getting ready to leave this week. I know that I think I talked to Doc today. He's leaving Thursday. I think Johnny's leaving Friday morning. Al, when are you leaving to head there?
Yeah, so we leave Wednesday morning. We'll do a little live stream along the way, too. So look out for the live streaming either on RBA, River City, or Duranify channel is going to have the traveling experience going from Richmond to Atlanta, and from Atlanta to Johnny's house down in Louisiana. So, and then from there we go to Dennis's lady's place, and then from there we go to Johnny's place, and then from there we drive into Austin. So it's a 16-hour drive for us. Now, actually, more than that. It's 8 hours, and then another 8 hours, and then we need another 7-8 hours. So it's going to be 22 hours on the road. So it's going to be.
I would be flying an airplane before I drive that far. I'm going to just give a shout out to some of the people that are in here. I see Bob Casey Ariel's in here. I see Chris Waters, Sunrise Water Media, Drone Views Media. Let's see who we got in here.
Oh, Mendes Drone Ops is here.
Uncle Bob.
Mendes.
Yeah, I already saw Uncle Bob in here. What else we got? Yeah.
Did you mention Bob Casey's here?
Yep. I got him earlier.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we got a good crowd. We got about 27. I saw about 30 people in there a minute ago. So
yeah,
we're building up good. So who in the chat is going to Spinup? Tell us who in the chat is actually going.
Me.
Here we go. Mendez, Drone Ops. Now, I think I started noticing him a lot, and I didn't notice him before. So he's going to be somebody that's going to be part of our drone family here. I see coming in. A lot of these other guys like.
So looks like Jackrabbit FPV is going to be leaving on Thursday night. Cool. Okay. Hey, Jackrabbit, what state are you driving in from?
Exactly.
Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh yeah, we're Route 10 all the way, baby. Yeah, watch out for those troopers, brother. especially in over there in Alabama.
Hey, look, y'all take as much video as while y'all are out. And then when you're back, share some of that with us so we can kind of see, for us that aren't going, so we can see what's happening in there. So any extra footage that you have, you can send it to media@worlddronecommunity.com. Just you can upload it right in there to us, and just make it a short clip and make sure there's no music that's going to get us any copyright. Not that we're monetized, because we're not, but try to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, that's right. A good point. It looks like Maddie's Drone World's. I forgot, Maddie, that you're going to be going to Johnny's the same night we're going. You be careful driving that night, buddy.
Yeah.
You got the whole family. Be safe. Akirasho, how are you, sir? What is going on your side of the world? And Chris, you getting that cold weather in Pittsburgh yet? Probably freezing. You too, Brian. You're probably freezing your butts off up there. We're supposed to have freeze warnings up here in the mountains, not in Richmond, Virginia, but up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. We're going to have.
Al, you are where at, Al?
Richmond, Virginia, right in the middle of the state of Virginia.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a 2-hour drive to the beach, 2-hour drive to the mountains,
I was just
and
saying,
worse yet, 2-hour drive to DC.
Yeah. I lived in Tyson's Corner for a couple of months.
Man, that thing is happening, man. That place is happening. I bought 2 cars from dealers up in that Route 7 strip up there, man.
Yeah, this was before I was married, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So
yeah, where are you living at now, DeMarco? I'm sorry.
I am in Northwest Arkansas, so Rogers or Bentonville. This is the home of Walmart and Texas Chicken and JB Hunt. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, JB Hunt, exactly.
Hey, I flew into Fayetteville, Arkansas, because I had to do a bunch. I had a couple gigs to do with Walmart.
Yeah.
And guess where my luggage ended up? Fayetteville, North Carolina. Luckily, I kept all my presentations and everything in my backpack. So when I had to meet with the customer the next day, I didn't screw up.
Yeah.
So I was so glad because the whole sales team was there, and it was going to be so embarrassing if I didn't.
When was this? When was this? Recently or years ago?
No, it was about 5 years ago, man. That was. Yeah, no, actually, no, more than that. Make it 12 years ago. 12 years ago, because I was working for Dell at the time, and I retired from Dell. But anyway, I was working at Dell at the time, but I was on this acquisition engineering team, so it was trying to get new business. And there was a sector within the Walmart that did all the IT administrations for all the systems, and the Dell servers have what they call it, integrated Dell remote access controllers. A lot of you guys will probably know what it is. It's called an iDRAC. And the password is root Calvin by default. Change it, by the way. If you ever get a Dell server, change that password, because it's the backdoor password to the management console. And you can get a virtual console from there and log into your OS. So it's a computer on a chip that lets you do all your management on your servers. Anyway, I was doing a gig showing them how to leverage certain tools to be able to see like 500 servers at a time with that. So it was all about efficiency. Enough of that.
Yeah,
I
was going to tell you, Alex, so it's here, they say Fayetteville, but the airport's actually in Bentonville, like 30 minutes away from Fayetteville. So people say that all the time, I flew into Fayetteville. I was like, well, actually, you flew into Bentonville. But it's the same way in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. The airport's in Rosemont. It's not in Chicago. But people say Chicago. So, I mean, not that it matters or anything.
You say it in Spanish, Chicago. Chicago. Vamos a Chicago, amigos. Vamos. So, DeMarco, do you speak Spanish too?
No.
Okay.
I barely passed that class. Multiple times.
Right. And now you're wishing you got A's, right?
Oh, yeah.
Uh, um, so Jackrabbit FPV, you have made plans for a hotel, or? Oh, you're staying at the Walmart parking lot. Okay, got it. No, I'm just kidding. I was not. Yeah, you're not staying in a Walmart parking lot.
Hey, Al,
Yeah.
check and see. Somebody just texted me and said that Marcus was blocked. So I don't know what's going on, but if I don't know really how to.
I don't have any administrative privileges. You do. But you could get rid of that banner. It'd be awesome too.
Okay.
And you're going to have to check. I don't have administrative privileges for this StreamYard live stream.
Well, I know one thing.
Because
Marcus.
only one administrator can be logged in at a time with StreamYard.
Okay, well, that's me, Marcus. If I hit something wrong, and I don't think I did, I apologize. Ray texted me and he's like, "Hey, this ain't cool. You blocked Marcus." I was like, "What? I didn't block nobody." And I just texted him. I was like, "Dude, if it is, hold on."
Read the messages.
Okay, hold on. I will, Marcus. I'll look into that and figure it out.
Oh, JSK Enterprises is here. I didn't know that. Hey, how you doing, JSK? Oh man, it looks like EM Drone 1 is shooting all the videos for Amazon warehouses here in Rhode Island. Maybe I'll run into the Mavic 3 City in the shipping. Oh, yeah, it'd be nice if you could just attach it to your drone and fly it away out of there.
Oh,
Nobody
need more
would
than
know.
one. You need a couple of those, about a pallet.
Okay. Maybe we have the issue fixed. Anyway.
QC is killing me, man. He's making me laugh more than
No, but he's killing me. I'm about to kill him.
You're killing us, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. We ain't playing no games, dude. This is like keep it fair for everybody. Everybody, man. Yeah, we're good. You know, it's funny because I use a dual screen, so I've got a 4-second delay on YouTube than I have on this. So when you guys are seeing me over here to the right doing stuff, I'm not watching TV while the show's going on. The text runs faster in the YouTube than it does in the StreamYards, and it's real slow. So I'm trying to keep up with what people are saying.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And I think is he unblocked or not? Thank goodness. Well, anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fixed. If not, we'll take care of it later. So anyway, so we got Spinup going on and all that. So just trying.
Hey, Marcus, thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate you coming by, man.
We got Bob Casey Aerials. Here we go. I think it's YouTube. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but I do have that delay. You know, in the StreamYards, for y'all that haven't used it, it's got a real narrow area and the text is really big. So I can get like maybe 10 or 11 comments on there compared to the YouTube side. I can get double over on the right. So it makes it a big difference. So I'm eager to see when we start the auction how many people, because I know there will be quite a few people that are in the chat that are going to want to see the prices, and then we have other people that are going to be the buyers. So.
Yeah, I mean, so you're definitely getting a good turnout, so that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear the turnout is there, and hope everybody will be satisfied shoppers.
Yeah, I want to see people get some good deals, because, I mean, I was like, you know, I got a really good price. I'm not going to say what the price is, Third Eye View, but he sold me his, and I saved quite a bit off retail. And, dude, when I opened the box, it was like brand new. I mean, I couldn't have told the difference between that and going out and buying it
directly from DJI, and I saved like several $100s off that. So you guys,
good night, Ray. Good night, Ray Kelly.
I'm eager to get the Mini 2 and test it. Do you guys think that DJI is going to do a firmware upgrade or something that will allow the Air 2S to zoom in the photo?
No.
No.
No. They got too much to worry about the latest product for the development team. So engineering resources are hard to find.
Would that be a software upgrade that they could do, or is that a hardware thing? What do you think, DeMarco?
I think so. I think it's. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't. I mean, we don't know why they couldn't do it though. I think they might do it one day.
It's a firmware upgrade that controls the hardware, Robbie.
Okay. Yeah. Good night, Greg Pittman. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Yeah, man. Always good to have you. Unfortunately,
so, Al,
we don't.
You think it's hardware, Al?
Well, firmware controls the hardware. Just like our operating system now, we're moving the mouse around. Well, that's software, but yeah, I mean.
Well, I had somebody make a comment that, using the Zoom could be hard on the processor too, but you would think that if you could Zoom doing a video, because, video's like running all the time power when you're videoing and zooming compared to when you're taking a picture, the camera's like just waiting to take an image. So it seems like it would be less work on the processor to have the zoom on the photographer, the picture end than the video end. So I would like to see that.
Yeah, but let's think about it, right? Because zooming in, all we're doing is taking the sensor like your display, and we're only using this much of it to zoom, and then we tie it down even further, and that's how we're zooming in, by moving in closer like this, right?
Right.
So if you take a picture, it's going to be very large anyway. You can zoom in on your own later.
Yeah.
So as long as it's shooting at the highest available resolution that they have, which all DJI's drones take their pictures that way, then we can go ahead and crop in on our own. Now, the only time that I know that it's not the crop in is done after the fact is when you do hyperlapse. If you look at the hyperlapse quality of the video, it's pretty crappy. It's very dramatic, obviously, if you pick the right scene or the right shot. But if you look at that resolution, it's pretty crappy. I mean, it really is.
On which drone?
On any of the DJI product lines when you do hyperlapse. So you can either do free, circle, and what's the other one? Free, circle. Course lock. Course lock. So they're all good modes. I would trade the ability to take picture-wide video in over zooming in the picture. Agreed.
Actually.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you could, but let's think about that one too, Akirasho. We could always pull a frame out of a video by just doing a frame grab and your frame buffer on your video editing. So
yeah, he is right. Third eye, like once you start zooming, all the pixels start showing and everything. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I've done comparison with the Mavic Air 2 where I've done the zooming in post-production with the video editing software, and then compare the same video with the digital zoom that DJI lets you do with, pushing the function button and left roller finger. And I got to be honest with you, DJI does a better job of zooming.
I know the zoom on my original Autel Evo, it was zooming pretty far, but it was
pretty crappy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was crappy, right?
I mean, like you wouldn't take a picture. In fact, I never took a picture though. Like if I'm trying to see something way out, I would zoom in though, but it would be all blurry. Yeah,
I mean. One of the most useful ways that I like to use the zoom is the dolly zoom, right? To create that.
That is fun.
Because you flatten the foreground and the background together, and it just like when that flattening occurs, it just kind of warps with the mind, right? It just makes it warpy for me.
My Mavic 2 zoom that I had, I would do that all the time. In fact, I burned through a couple of batteries just doing that.
I tell you, Robbie, have you seen any Mavic 2 zooms on the list?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I would venture to say you will not see one. Because, DeMarco, I mean, who would give up optical zoom, right?
Yeah.
So, Robbie, if you want really zoom, go to the zoom. Go to the zoom.
Yeah, I'm looking for a video that I took. We went up to Amish country, and I had some families in the carriages, and it was kind of funny because when we went up there, I forgot that they're closed on Sunday. They don't do any business.
Hey, what's your problem with alcohol?
So no, so I went up there. And, I tried my Zoom.
You tried? Oh no.
Let's see.
Sorry,
here.
Robbie, I interrupted you. Keep going.
No, you
man.
didn't. Don't worry about it. I just keep talking now. Let me see if I can find this video here, and if it is, I'll share it.
Hey, our Texas man is here, man. TXR is here.
You know, I tell you, after looking at the way the Amish live, I'm telling you, they're smart though. We were talking to them, and we were asking. My brother asked one of the guys. He said, "Do you understand GPS?" And he said, "Yes, sir, I understand." I mean, I'm telling you, they're smart. They knew, and it was so funny for them to look through the phone, and they're like, "Wow, we could use this and fly to the edge of the woods. So when the deer come out to eat the corn we put down," he said, "This would save us a lot of walking."
Yeah,
you could do that. So they were really impressed by what the drone could do and how the GPS position. I'm going to share this video with you guys and just let
they
you.
would get in so much trouble for doing that. Because that's what
they can.
On their own property. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could if you got proper property, you can use the drone that way. But one of the things that you have in your hunting licenses says that you can't use that.
Here's what I'm going to show this video, guys. Let me take this off so I can give y'all more room. I use the zoom on the Air 2S on this one. I want y'all to watch through this, and I'm hoping it would show up clear on y'all's end.
The digital zoom.
nice picture. Wow.
But on those the carriages with that black horse on that cement.
On the white, yeah, it really pops.
Came through good. But I'll zoom in here in a minute. And it's so nice because there's like nothing really in the way during all this. And then as I was flying through some of these cornfields, I saw a wire.
And did you see what Akurasha posted? You got to put that one up. What is an Amish drone? It's a trained pigeon with a piece of paper and a pencil.
Robert, did you see wires? There were wires. Oh.
Yeah, there were some in through there. There was a couple of telephone poles, and I forgot about it because through some of those fields they have electricity that runs through. This is borderline from where people live and where the Amish live, because a lot of people have moved into these Amish areas. And, they told me, they said, we don't mind the people living back here, but when they start putting their double wide trailers up beside our pretty farms, it's kind of, we'd like to have a little bit of our own privacy. But all these carriages that you're seeing are coming from a small church that's probably a mile down the road. So we got them when they were leaving church, when they were coming through. But they were everybody I've ever met from these communities have been really, really friendly people.
Now, yeah, this is that's the challenging of Zoom, because you can't, since you have your fingers locked up, for the pitch on the camera, you can't, you can't pitch your camera up or down.
Yeah. But that was the Zoom. That's why I wanted to show you guys this. So I was just kind of playing with the Zoom, trying to get some ideas of what's there. This is where we were actually filming. If you'll see the gentleman walking towards us up at the top, let me come in a little bit more. I stayed back. Let me jump a couple frames ahead.
Now, Robbie, how far were you from where you were standing at?
I was probably 150, 200 foot away, and I'm zooming in now.
No, I'm laughing at this guy sitting there. I think their kids are watching, like, what the heck is that?
So watch this guy. He's telling me to come closer, and all I'm thinking about is that the people that are in that carriage with kids, if that drone got near that horse might freak, and I don't want to be in any trouble.
Yeah. Waving, yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy ruined my shot. Okay, anyway, so that was what we went out to do, was to test the actual zoom and see how it worked. And it took me a little while to realize that my drone wasn't broken. It's just that you can't use the feature taking a picture of doing that zoom.
Yeah.
But they're really, really good places to fly because the farms are so big and there's so much open space. But just to see how they live and how they acted about all the technology with the drone. I mean, they came, like 5 or 6 of them came up to where we were, and they were actually looking at the drone just to see, you know, what the drone does and all the different stuff. And I think I showed this video last time. I'll show you real quick, and then
Well, I posted a question for the group. What is the buttons or dial that you use on a controller to zoom in with the Mavic to zoom? Does it have a special dial?
Well, yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that though, because I use the when I had my Mavic 2 Zoom, I had a smart controller too.
Oh, wow. You
So I
sold
got
it.
both dials.
Why'd you sell it, Marcus?
Because I bought a Mavic 2 Pro.
Ah, and you
Yeah.
prefer the Mavic 2 Pro, obviously, over the
Never
Zoom?
flew it.
Oh, Lord, no.
No,
Seriously.
I bought
You
the
still
Mavic.
have it?
No. I sold that one too though. But I bought the Air 2, and that's been my main bird for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. So
Yeah, yeah. It's, I mean, such an easy platform to launch, you know, and so reliable.
hmm
I mean, my Mavic 2 Pro is also too. I mean, I really like the features of streaming with the the Go 4 app.
Michael Wright. I bought my Mavic 2 Pro from Michael Wright. That's the one that he won at Spinup. I think he won it though. So I bought it from
Oh,
him.
man, nice.
Yeah.
okay.
Hey,
How we doing on time, Al?
we are, you know, pushing it a little bit. So,
Okay.
but we got a late start also. Hey, Mendez, Drone Ops, what part of the world do you live at? Well, let's talk about what's coming up next week, guys. We got the big spin up coming up. Obviously, everybody's driving and flying in. DeMarco, are you going to be driving or
I'm
flying?
driving, so I'm about 8 hours
Yeah, you're pretty close. Arkansas.
northeast of Spinup, so I'm driving now. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be going a little bit through maybe close to the Tulsa area, coming through there.
Sort of. I mean, so that's the B route. That would be about a half hour.
Oh,
So I'll go through South Oklahoma, and then I'll jump into Texas, and
I gotcha.
ride down. So
Anybody gonna do a live stream or go live while y'all are there? If y'all are, text me and let me know, because I want to try to capture a little bit of that. I can't be there, so you guys remember me and try to go live on your drones. And if anybody's gonna do a live stream, let me know, because I want to be able to try to see what I can from here.
I tell you what we'll do. We'll call you at about midnight on Friday night. Hey, Rocky,
Yeah,
He'll be up.
I'll be up, dude. I don't go to
He'll
bed.
be up.
Honestly, I'm up to like 4:30 every night. I mean, every morning. So not an issue there at all.
Hey,
okay.
oh, my little Peanut's been doing great, man. That little sucker, man.
Your what?
The little Caddix Peanut.
I thought you said
My peanut, yeah.
pita bread. I thought you'd been over to the Subway to get some pita bread.
Oh man, that little peanut is a freaking gem, man. Let me see if I can find some video and show you. I know I don't want to. I don't want to bore you all, but let me see if I can find some.
Okay, then don't bore us, man. You scared me when you said that you were having your peanut was doing good. You scared me a little bit.
Yeah, I get.
Say hi to the group, man.
Hey, there you go.
She's
Got
over
a
here licking my ankles so I can pet her. So
new member. What's the name?
this is Annie. She is a 12-year-old bulldog. So she's an old dog, old girl.
Oh, that's good. That is good.
And then you done?
Okay, well, guys, look, we're running over.
Yeah, go.
I know people are
Yeah,
getting
we're
tired.
running over.
Starting to drop down on some guys here. We're putting them to sleep. Look,
Y'all get all the recordings you can get and share them with us after Spin Up. Go live. Anybody that's going live, I hope I've subscribed to your channel. If you're just going live on Facebook, everybody's got me on their Facebook. You can easily find me. I want to see it. Send it to me, man. I want to see what you got. Al, you got anything else coming up?
No, I'm just working on the peanut stuff. The Caddx peanut on my put it on the Emax Baby Hawk HD2, and I'm gonna put it. It's already been going on my other iFlight XL2. Really good stuff. The camera on it is surprisingly well. The only trick to it, if I'll share this to you, I want to ask the audience to see if they can help me figure it out. Because there is the 360 video that I've been... So here's the video that you get. Okay, and then you chop out a section of it that you want to edit in your video editor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the view that you get. So it's actually pretty decent view, you know? Yeah. But, you know, that's what's so hard about it. What do you pick, you know? How do you video edit your stuff, you know?
Al, what is that called? What does that cost, that camera?
The camera is under $300.
Dude, let me tell you something. I paid $118 for my Ring doorbell, and I can strap it to the drone, and it looks just like this. Al, I don't think you got that, but it's okay. I think it went over Al's head.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I got this audio running in the background. Say it again. Your $100 one?
When we were looking at your view, I said that what you paid for this, you know, those Ring doorbells that people use? That's the view they see on the Ring doorbell. And for like $89, you can just stick it to the drone and you'll get the same effect.
Yeah, it's so true about it. But when you video edit it, here's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Share screen. Okay. Let me see. Let's see if I can share the screen again. Sorry. We're probably going to drop here in a second.
Now you got 10 seconds. My people are falling asleep on us, buddy.
Yeah. See, and this is what it looks like after you edit it.
My dog snore. Wake up.
So it looks a lot better.
Okay, well,
but you have to pick the section you want to edit, you know.
You got a week to figure it out so you can learn and you can show us on the next episode how you fix it. We're going to sign off. DeMarco, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, enjoy Spin Up. We'll see you when you get back next Monday night. See y'all.